showed deep understanding of constitutional law. The judgment is a masterclass in constitutional jurisprudence. By correctly applying the principle in Galba and the base of Maduguri, my law provided a clear and lasting precedent that injustice cannot usurp the functions of a court of law. This decision remains a cornerstone in the educational and constitutional law, protecting students' rights against administrative violence. My law is also a champion of fair hearing. The judgment is a resounding affirmation of the right to a fair hearing, a fundamental tenet of justice. Judge Morales insisted that a disciplinary process must include the presentation of evidence against an accused person, not just mere denial. It's a crucial lesson in procedural fairness. In Prince P.A. Babalaya and Asaki Olatunji, suit number I/452/94, delivered on the 5th day of May 1995. By writ of summons dated 15th April 1994, the plaintiff claimed against the defendant that the federal government acquired the land in 1974 under the Public Acquisition Act, and by license from the federal government is entitled to place a wall on the property. The further sought a declaration that all judgment of the court are not binding on the federal government of Nigeria. In response, the defendant filed a notice of preliminary objection, contending that the plaintiff's fresh action to suit number I/452/94 is irregular and incompetent in law, as his previous action in suit number I/508/85 has been dismissed in respect of same parties and subject matter. The plaintiff filed a counter affidavit denying that the present suit is fought by the plea of the counter, asserting instead that the suit referred to by the defendant are different from the present one. The defendant in the further affidavit shifted ground and by oral application urged the court that the plaintiff be called upon so mutual by this court to show why it should not be permitted for contempt for performing extrajudicial activities relating to the subject matter of this suit, which activities have been performed in disobedience to court order, especially court of appeal order, and of course, gross abuse of court process. The court listening and decision on the oral application. Justice S.L. Popola judgment is a powerful example of judicial fairness, precision, and discretion of the court. He demonstrated this by carefully considering his ruling on the procedural competence of the fresh action with the propriety of contempt proceeding. The court reasoning was as follows. On the right procedure to be adopted, the judge, in addressing the defendant's oral application, due reference to the defendant's claim and observed that even if it were true that the plaintiff has been performing extrajudicial activities in disobedience of court orders, the proper procedure was not to raise it thoroughly during argument on the denial objection. His lordship emphasized that the right approach will have been to file a formal motion for notice for the commuter of the plaintiff for contempt and expressly provided under order 42 of the Oyo State High Court Procedural Rules 1988. On the issue of the plea of res judicata, the judge emphasized that it has been settled in the pretorial authority that where the ruling of the court on an interlocutory application will prejudice or interfere with the final determination of the substantive suit, such cause should not only be duplicated but also scrupulously avoided. Exercising judicial restraint, the court declined to pronounce on whether this suit was fought by the plea of res judicata at the stage of final objection. His lordship accordingly rejected the whole application, holding it to be responsive and incompetent. This judgment stands as a powerful testament to Justice S.L. Popola's acumen and law and judicial restraint, and his commitment to judicial fairness and precision. Refusal to make pronouncement on issues that could jeopardize the substantive suit. By refusing to withdraw into making pronouncement on issues that could jeopardize the substantive suit, the court adhered to the well. This approach is commendable as it preserves the integrity of the judicial process and ensures litigants are not fairly deprived of their right to full and fair hearing. Handling of oral application for contempt. Equally, the court was correct in its handling of the oral application for contempt. Contempt committed under the case of the court requires strict compliance with procedural safeguards including the filing of a motion notice, supported by evidence. By rejecting the oral application as considered incompetent, the court reaffirmed the importance of due process in contempt proceedings, which given the application cannot be invoked naturally as a practical in ongoing litigation. Other cases that are very much that are interesting are also included in this write-up. Because of time, I will skip further judgment that are violated in this. The people of Oyo State, lawyers, jurists, and within Nigeria have lost a real gem whose invaluable contributions remain indelible. As we mourn his passing, we also celebrate excellence, integrity, and piety. May his soul rest in perfect peace. We must not limit the village to the heart to moments such as this, attending matters of urgent interest should be treated with utmost immediacy. The MBA under our leadership will engage constantly members of the bench, lawyers, and government functionaries with a view to ensuring a veritable partnership